You know, one of the things I want to talk about when we're looking at pitching the ball, a lot of guys are trying to figure out today what's the best launch angle to pitch it. And they're always talking about 30 degrees, around that number, between launch angle and spin to stop the ball. Well, that's great if you can get the spin, and most of the masses can't create that, or nor play in the conditions or have the balls to do that. So the other thing you need is trajectory. You need to be able to pitch the ball up in the air high enough to make it come down and stop. Well, I keep reading about these guys who are having trouble hitting the ball in the air high enough. They can't seem to get out of that 30 launch angle range, and this is why they can't get out of that 30 launch angle range. Well, first of all, I'm dealing with a 58-degree wedge here, and at address, they already set up with the ball back and the handle forward, so that 58's probably 50 by now. And then they make a swing where the backswing gets hinged and vertical, and then they turn the lower body ahead into it, and they actually come into impact with it more de-lofted. So now what is it? 6-iron loft? They're taking another 20 degrees or 18 degrees off it, and you wonder why you can't pitch the ball in the air? Yeah, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure this out. So how about if you start with 58 degrees, you swing it up in the air and bring it back so it's 58 degrees again? Yeah, I think that would launch the ball higher in the air. And that's where they're having trouble, because they don't have a swing they use that can actually pitch the ball with the proper loft. You know, I don't think they're going to come out with an 80-degree wedge so they can actually end up with 58 degrees by the time they hit it. That's not going to happen. So you've got to put yourself in a position to where you can get this golf club to swing properly, leaving the loft that's on the golf club there and bringing it back so you have that pitch. So when you do pitch this ball, you have that loft on it, and now you can throw that ball way up in the air, and you can see it stops right on the end of the tee. Let's use the loft that's on the club. Not rocket science here, people. You don't need a expensive TrackMan to figure that out. Loft is your friend. You got loft on the club, how about we use it again? So that's really what it's all about. You want to pitch it in the air? Use the loft you have. You got 58? Hey, how about we hit with 58? Why would you want to hit with 30 when you have a 58-degree wedge? Doesn't make any sense to me. So now all you guys that are out there trying that, hey, why don't you try this, put it on your TrackMan, see what your numbers tell you, and watch that launch angle go up, and watch that ball probably stop even better than it was before. But besides the point, the masses can do this. Can't do that other stuff. It's too hard. So we'll see you next time on Plain Simple Golf.